Okay, this is Neville Douglas. Just showing you this. I'm probably going to call this one bushes and shrubs. Bit of an issue here with this property. Obviously, we've got plants coming in from next door, quite invasive. Roots are all over the place as well, and coming through the walls. Somebody might be able to give me a clue as to what these are called. They're called Japanese anemones, and quite intrusive. They've come through the wall. They've undermined a little bit of the concrete there as well, so I've got to get that sorted out and do that. But when you come along a little bit, you can see that there is a shrub, and if you have a closer look, it's gone right round the gas pipe. So we've got a problem with that there, because that needs to be removed. What I'm going to do is, I've got my tools down there, so I've got a hammer, chisel and some gloves, and I'm going to cut away at the trunk of the plant there, just so that it comes away from the gas pipe, and then it's going to be treated with some sort of stump killer or weed killer, but it's probably going to be a stump killer to get rid of it. If we don't do that, then we might end up having to take up a large portion of the concrete here, just to be able to get rid of the plants which have grown around the meter box there as well. So I'm going to attempt to chop most of this away, and I'll film it so you can see how I do it stage by stage, and until we eventually get rid of it. There were two there, as you can see. There's a stump there where there was two branches which were coming off. I've done one. The second one I'm going to drill. After I've cut through that and got rid of that, we're going to drill into that and put some stump clear in. Hopefully this will get rid of the problem there. We won't get all of the roots out, obviously, but hopefully we will kill the roots back far enough. I think I might actually investigate removing this section of concrete here, so working from that section there all the way down to there. As you can see, the drains aren't connected as well, which feed to the outside. We've had root problems around those as well, so we're probably going to take that out, because that is fed by the downspout which comes down here. And also, now we've cleared all the weeds away, you can see that there's a hole in the brickwork there where the gas pipe actually enters the property. You'd have thought that they'd done something about it at the time that it was done, but with clearing the plants away, we've seen that that's exposed as well, so that needs to be seen to as well. So that's what we're going to be doing today, and we're coming across back down to there. I'm going to set the camera up, and then I'm going to start to cut away at that. Okay, so here I am. We're going to be cutting away at this. So first job is to put your gloves on to make sure your hands are protected. As I said, you've got to be careful here, because it's a gas pipe, so we don't want to rupture that. And you should also ensure that you do this properly. If you don't feel comfortable doing this, I trained as a carpenter, so I'm used to using tools, so I'm quite comfortable removing this. As you can see, I'll give you a bit of scale. That's where it is, and that's what's going to come out. I'm going to cut through the bottom there, cut through the top there. In fact, what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut through the bottom, and then I'm going to be able to lift this out in one go. So I'll lift that top piece up and away. What I'm doing, I'm just taking a little bit out at a time. Yeah, just not trying to go all the way through, just a little bit at a time. And as you can see, it's breaking away. Not hitting too hard, not going all the way through. Nice and gentle. You notice as well, I'm not cutting anywhere near the pipe. That's the main thing that you have to do. I'm just going to pause it for a second, and I shall be back. Right, sorry about that, a little bit of a break. So I'm back at this particular address, and as you can see there, I've got the chisel in, so I'm chopping away. See you tomorrow, Chris, yeah? I'm trying to get this thing from around the gas pipe. Now then, what we've got to do is we've got to work underneath here a little bit, because that's going all the way around the pipe. But you work down, just making sure that you're not cutting into the pipe. I would say, if you're not comfortable with this, get a professional to do it. Just ensure that you're not cutting anywhere near the pipe and the cable. So a little bit at a time, as you can see there. I'm not going mad, just taking my time, cutting through, just weakening the stem, or what they call the trunk, as you go along. So, as you can see, I'm 99% of the way through with that. Slowly working your way up to the top, up to the pipe, but not too much, not too close. As you can see, as I clear the debris away, there you go. I'm straight through to the brickwork now, so that's got to come out of the way. So what I'm doing, as you can see, I've gone all the way through. That's still quite tight around the pipe, so we're just going to have to break it away a little bit. Okay. No. Still very tight. So I have to go in now and be very, very careful. Good idea is to listen when you hear the sound change. When you're tapping, you'll know that you're close to the pipe. So being very careful just to expose the edge of the pipe. Might have to take a little bit off the top of this as well. Trying to avoid the pipe as much as possible for obvious reasons. Right, okay, what I'm going to do, I'm struggling here, so I'm going to cut through that bit there and then split this, obviously not going through the pipe, split this part separately. I'm going to cut this bit here out the way, and it should weaken it around that area.